just about as many people. They're not going to cover that. They're not going to show these massive crowds. They're not going to say that in the history of this building, which I guess is 15 years old, this is the biggest crowd they've ever had by far. So, 1835. I would like to have George and Mike just come up for a minute and explain the company, quickly how it started, where they are right now, and what regulations and horrible, horrible policy has done to these great people.
Thank you so much. I'm Mike McClanahan, Chairman of the Board of McClanahan Corporation. We started in 1835. We're 181 years old this year. The last 8 years have been the toughest in existence. And it's come to having to lay off friends and families that have worked for us for generations. It's just sad. And these regulations are getting worse. And I hate to see what's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 months when he puts in the ones that he's had in his pocket for a long time. Yeah! We're the oldest family-owned foundry in the country.
Wow.
We stand behind Donald Trump as a solid businessman. We support him in everything he's doing to change what's happening in Washington and in this country. George?
We're really proud of the organization that we have in McClanahan Corporation, and we wear it on our sleeve. I feel it's so sad that you're talking about a company in McClanahan that's survived the Civil War, the Spanish-American War, the First World War, the Great Depression, the Second World War, the Korean conflict, the Vietnam War, the wars in the Middle East, and we're scared to death that we're not going to be able to survive 4 more years of Obama regulation. Which Hillary has promised to continue his legacy.
I want to scream digging the coals so bad.
We're very serious when we say that we absolutely cannot sustain 4 more years of what we've endured over the last 8. We need help in getting Donald Trump elected. Thank you.
So, Congressman Schuster, we just created 2 stars. And you know, it was so amazing though. I love that stuff. I love plants, I love all of it. And I looked at the plant and you can see it's amazing, the age, but the cleanliness, the loving care that's given to the plant. I've seen plants that aren't so good. The care and I looked at a piece of steel, as big a piece of steel, I've seen big steel, but as big a piece of steel, a beam, as I've ever seen. And I was talking to him about it. How do you get this in? How do you truck it in? What do you do? Do you splice it? What are you doing? And it was just fascinating. But I saw that, you know, so many years. And I said, so how's business? They said, it's catastrophic. It's a disaster. Can't go on much longer. And I said, what's the problem? Is it regulation? Well, it's really tax and regulation. But I've found over this, because I've met so many people, same position, incredible people. The difference here is 1835. That's a long time. That's one that's really out there. Andrew Jackson was president. You know, usually you'll hear like
Electricity.
Ronald Reagan was president. That was a long time ago. But Andrew Jackson. So that was a long time ago. But when I see the love in that plant, and I met all the employees, and one of them was there 31 years, one of them there's 21 years, and 15 years, and great people. And you know it's just a question of time, much smaller than it used to be. The dollar is killing them. It's not that so much the dollar, it's that other countries are absolutely, you know, what they're doing. Well, it's China, and it is China, but it's others. And the devaluation of their currencies, is absolutely killing our companies, killing them. And we let these people get away with murder. And we're the piggy bank. Remember, they come in, they dump their product. Next is going to be steel. You watch. First of all, they're killing your coal. They're totally killing your coal. And that's one of Mike's problems also, because the stuff they make for coal, I mean, they don't need it anymore because the mines are all being closed. And the miners
Dig the coal!
And they want to have jobs. You know, I was in West Virginia where I had a tremendous victory. I got a massive vote. And Hillary Clinton, a few weeks before that, she didn't know people were listening. And she said, we're going to put the mines and the miners out of business, all right? And then, do you remember, she went to West Virginia and she sat around the round table with that beautiful miner and his family. That beautiful miner and his family.
Yep.
And in very, very sad terms, he was explaining how they want to be miners, right? And she was trying to say she was only kidding, essentially.
Yeah.
She was trying to.
Let him finish.
She's lying. Hey, look. Has anybody lied as much as Hillary Clinton? Has it? You look at the FBI director, and you see what went on with the emails. You see how she got away with it. I think that will go down in her career as her single greatest achievement, how she got out of that mess. Yeah. But she's not out of it yet. Let's see what happens. It's disgraceful. Honestly, it's disgraceful.
Yes. And
you know who's more disgraceful, in my opinion? The media. Because they don't put her to the test. They don't do anything. They follow me, and I'm on all the time.
They want the money.
Better ratings than her, in all fairness. The media concept is that don't put her on, because if you don't watch her, she'll be okay. Right? Right? And then she goes out and she talks that she short-circuited. The mind short-circuited. She was asked a question on Fox by Chris Wallace, and the answer was so bad. I was watching, which is hard to watch because it's pretty boring, to be honest. But she said she's so short-circuited, and I said to myself, man, that's a bad one. Oh, she's gonna have problems. When do you see tomorrow? Nothing. When do you see the next day? Nothing. And I said to a friend of mine, can you imagine if I said that about myself? I would be all over every paper anywhere in the world, right? It's like I told you about, sarcastically. I mean, you had to see these news organizations yesterday when I said Obama, right? Did you see that? That Obama is the founder of ISIS. He's the MVP. They're going to be giving him the MVP award, and she's right there next to him. And you had to see, and they left the MVP stuff out because then you'd know. But you had to hear, did he mean it? What does it mean? We have 9 panelists tonight. We have one panelist representing Donald Trump. We have 8 panelists plus the moderator and plus another few moderators. Come on, folks, get in here. It is so ridiculous what's going on. The pylon, a man that's been doing this for 45 years said, it's the single greatest pylon of a candidate that he's ever seen. Every day. every single day, story after story after story. And I think they're going to be good stories. You know, I do good work. I built one of the great companies of this